From that powerful machine sitting on your desk to the tiny little computer you wear on your wrist, every single device we use was built for a specific job. But let's be honest, with so many options out there, how do you even begin to know which is the right tool for the task? Well, in this explainer, we're going to cut through all that noise and help you figure it out. So let's dive in.
So here's a question that trips up a lot of people. You go to buy a new computer and all of a sudden you're just bombarded with terms: desktop, workstation, server. And sure, they might all look like similar boxes, but what they actually do, worlds apart. Our whole goal here is to get past that confusion and really get to the why behind each one.
Okay, first up, let's talk about the heavy hitters. We're talking about the machines that are designed to stay put. These are the devices where all that matters is power and performance, not so much about being able to carry them around.
And we've got to start with the most familiar face in the room, the classic desktop computer. This is your reliable, everyday workhorse for all the usual stuff. Email, browsing the web, getting that report done. For most of us, for home and office use, this is the standard. It's cost-effective, and it just works.
So what's the deal with a workstation? What makes it different from a desktop? Well, the easiest way to think about it is that a workstation is basically a desktop on steroids. It is purpose-built with super high-end, powerful parts for professionals doing really, really demanding work. We're talking video editing, complex 3D modeling, huge scientific calculations. It's kind of like the difference between a reliable family car and a Formula One race car. I mean, they're both cars, but they are built for totally different tracks.
And then there's the server, the real unsung hero working behind the scenes. See, a server isn't a computer you actually sit at and use. Instead, it's this powerful central machine that manages everything on a network. Think of it like the kitchen in a busy restaurant. It's not where you eat, but it's serving up all the food, or in this case, the websites, files, and apps, to all the other computers, which are like the tables on the network.
But of course, not all of us are chained to a desk all day, right? Our work moves. So let's totally shift gears and jump into the world of portable computing for all those times you need your tech to move right along with you.
So here's your portable toolkit. First, you've got the laptop, the classic all-rounder that gives you a nice balance of power and mobility. Then there are tablets with that amazing touchscreen interface. They're just perfect for specific jobs like a kiosk, point-of-sale systems, or fieldwork. And of course, your smartphone, which is a ridiculously powerful computer that just happens to fit in your pocket. And hey, let's not forget the e-reader, a device that is brilliantly designed to do just one thing and do it perfectly, give you a comfortable, glare-free reading experience.
Okay, here's a perfect real-world example. A medical clinic needs a simple touchscreen for patients to check in for their appointments. Do they need a whole laptop for that? No way, that's total overkill. A tablet is the perfect solution. It's intuitive, it saves space, and it's perfectly suited for that single-purpose job. See? This is what it's all about, matching the right tool to the right task.
All right, now let's kind of blow up our definition of what a computer even is. We're going to move beyond just screens and keyboards and look at devices that are woven directly into our lives, and even into the things we wear.
Welcome to the world of wearables. These are computers literally designed to be worn on your body, seamlessly collecting data and feeding you information. I mean, these things have become part of what we wear every day, tracking our steps, checking our heart rate, and buzzing our wrists to let us know about an important message.
And yeah, they come in a lot of different forms. The ones you see everywhere are smartwatches and health bands, right? They're great for tracking your fitness and showing you notifications from your phone. But this category also includes some really advanced tech, like smart glasses, which are really pushing the boundaries of how we see and interact with digital information. This brings us to two pieces of tech that get mixed up all the time, VR and AR. So let's clear this up. Here's the absolute key difference. Virtual reality replaces your world. You put on a headset and boom, you are completely transported to a new, simulated place. Augmented reality, on the other hand, adds to your world. It overlays digital information right on top of your real-world view, usually through your phone screen or a pair of smart glasses. Okay, so we've got stationary devices, portable ones, and wearables. But here's the thing. The real magic, the big aha moment, is how all these separate little pieces can connect and form one giant, intelligent ecosystem. And that interconnected web has a name you've probably heard thrown around: the Internet of Things, or just IoT. It's really just a network of smart devices, and we're talking way beyond just computers and phones, that are all packed with sensors, hooked up to the internet, and are constantly talking to each other, sharing data to make our lives easier and more automated.
And you know what? IoT isn't some far-off future tech. It's already here, all around us. At home, it's your smart thermostat that learns your schedule to save energy, or your digital assistant that plays your favorite music when you ask. But in the workplace, wow, it is truly a game changer. We're talking about industrial control systems that can automate an entire factory floor, making it safer and more efficient. Or smart healthcare devices that let doctors monitor a patient's vitals from miles away. It's all about embedding intelligence into the world around us. So with all these incredible options, how in the world do you actually choose the right device? Okay, let's bring it all home with a really simple, practical framework that will help you make the perfect choice every single time.
It really just comes down to these 3 simple steps. First, just ask yourself, what is my primary need here? Do I need raw, unfiltered power, or is ultimate portability the most important thing? Second, think about your environment. Are you going to be sitting at a desk, or are you constantly on the move? And finally, step 3. You just balance all those factors. You weigh the cost against the performance and the usability to find that perfect device that hits the sweet spot for your specific needs.
So we've seen that every single one of these devices is a tool, right? A tool created to solve a problem, whether it's editing a movie, checking in a patient, or just tracking your workout. And that kind of leaves me with one final question to leave you with. As our world keeps changing, what new problems are going to pop up and what incredible new devices will be invented to solve them?